In this video, I want to go over another example, which is a YouTube video that's used inside a WordPress template. Does it slow down our site? Let's actually look at it. First of all, we're going to do view page source, and we're going to find that YouTube video. And what we're going to do is we're going to see that there's some code around it. It's not that iframe that YouTube gives us to just paste into our HTML. This is a little bit more complicated. It comes from the template itself. So this is a WordPress template being proactive and smart about rendering the YouTube video. This is not something that's custom written. And now that we have this, let's actually go and look at the result of Google's page speed insights and see, did this YouTube video impact the site load speed? This is the URL we put in there. The reason it's so cryptic like that is because this is a test environment, but their live environment is pretty much the same. It has an almost identical speed score. The only issue is that their live environment just didn't have the video on the home page. So this is the test with the video. Now, when we go and look at the problems, obviously they have a lot of problems because they're rated quite low. The problems come from other issues. They do have this remove unused CSS, but if we look here, there's nothing about YouTube. It's things about CSS files from elsewhere. And if we look at other even bigger problems, like eliminate render blocking resources, this is their CSS. It's all of their CSS and a little bit of their JavaScript, which tells me that since they're probably not using any custom CSS, this is the CSS that the WordPress template, even though it made for faster loading of YouTube videos that were embedded, it actually added a tremendous amount more bloat of unused, unnecessary CSS on this site that actually led to a very significant slowdown in site speed. So if you're technical enough and you can edit the CSS yourself, you can go in and you can remove a lot of the CSS. But if you're not, this will be a great thing to ask your developer to see if they can help you remove this, or lighten up the template without removing things you actually might need in the future or you need now. So this should give you a really strong contrast between my site, which is kind of like handwritten HTML and CSS with just using some external libraries, versus a WordPress website that uses a standard template, that the template itself comes with all this bloat. And so now you see the contrast of those two worlds.